Take two. Oh, here we go. And we're up. All right. Let's get switched over to... Let's get there. We are right in the beginning of the game. Looking to talk with Constellation. I feel like I'm going the wrong way. Let's see. Here we go. Going the other way. Green map here. Nope, M key's not working. I feel like, is this too ambitious of a res for me? It's a little kind of herky-jerky. Let me check the settings real quick. Oops. Nope. Save. There we go. Yeah, everything's on highlights, try medium. I feel like I was being ambitious. Because I want the best! The toddler of a computer is already obsolete. There we go. Going through the park.
Here we are. Watch. The front door should unlock if you hold up the watch that Barrett gave you. I have messaged the other members of Constellation. They will be waiting for us inside.
Great. Yeah, you are catching up. Here we go. Oh, I held up the watch. I did the thing you told me to. Welcome, welcome. And here, oh, here's the enemy, the real enemy right now is not the game, it is the transition times that it's taking from one load screen to the next. I am definitely looking forward to the patch one. We'll get there, but it's making me have to vamp. I'm gonna have a tight 5 by the end of the week, having to vamp so much for doing. I'm like, come on. It's cool though. It's like traffic. You can't. If you get upset, you're really hurting yourself. In fact, I used to. Oh, moving forward. That was a good teaser. One would think
Captain, everyone will be in the library,
go
just
straight
inside.
through.
If Barrett were here, he'd probably tell you that you're part of something bigger now, and he hopes you'll make this place your home.
Oh, please. Ridiculous. Easiest bet I'll ever win.
You really think what I'm suggesting is so outlandish? All the phenomenon we see out in the stars, and what I'm saying is the most impossible theory?
You two keep going on like this, and I'm banning wagers. I'm serious.
They'll play nice. Just a little friendly conversations. That's all.
To love eavesdropping, apparently. Well, if you're going to put me in an antechamber, I at least have to check out the room. And resist the urge to steal things. Or go upstairs, or... Upstairs. Can I go upstairs? I just want to see. Oh, requires key. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Let's do this. Cool.
We appear to have a visitor.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about.
Okay. Ooh, let me turn my volume. Oh. Oh, someone's gonna be blasting. What's going on? We got a little lag going on here. Oh, here we go. Yeah, yeah. Ready to
Would
talk?
you care to tell us what
Much
happened
louder.
to our friend? Why you're here and he isn't?
I would love to tell you. I want to answer all the questions. Let's just be direct. Pirates attacked. Barrett asked me to deliver the artifact.
I see. Vasco, verify.
All statements made have been factual.
This is just typical. Barrett hands over our ship and our robot to some random employee of that discount mining outfit he uses.
Walter.
And if we hadn't insisted on installing those emergency protocols, I guarantee you this rock breaker here would be halfway to Neon.
But that didn't happen. She's here, with the artifact.
Thank you, Matteo. Now, let's focus on what's in front of us, shall we? What happened when it was extracted? Did anyone see anything? Hear anything?
Oh, yeah. It was bright lights and music.
Interesting. Similar to Barrett's description of the experience, with less embellishment.
There. Are you hearing this? Do you all believe me now?
Whether it happened or not wasn't in doubt. But honestly, Country, if you expect us to believe in fairy tales...
If this is the greatest mystery in the universe, why couldn't it be part of the ultimate mystery?
But gentlemen, can we please focus? Noel, I think it's time we tested your theory.
Right. Let's see. We know the artifacts react to each other. The pieces we already have move when they're in close contact. Now, if we add this new one to the two we already have...
The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
I would love to.
That's it. Just like the others.
And to imagine, we thought there were only 2 of them at first.
Oh my god,
Oh,
that's
wow.
it. They're reacting. Look at how it's coming together. That energy that's arcing between them, no manufactured material in the settled systems can do that. None of them. This proves that...
Easy, girl. Breathe. You'll have a heart attack.
She's not the only one. If they're coming together, that means there's a set.
Built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
Still 2,000 credits for our little wager, Patrick?
You're on, Walter.
Well, if we had all the answers, it wouldn't be exciting. Now, would it?
Not to take away from the moment, but what are we going to do about our new friend here?
So, are you ready to get to work? See if exploration is the life you want to lead in this little universe of ours?
How much do you know about the artifacts? What are they?
Individually, they're just odd hunks of metal. Another oddity from the uncharted reaches of space. As to what they are, what they're building, well, you'll be part of solving that puzzle now.
You want me in Constellation? What does that mean? What's expected?
We're all here because we're committed to exploring space. Humanity may have settled the stars, but that doesn't mean we should stop diving into the unknown. Beyond that, you'll be expected to use your own judgment, just like the rest of us.
Alright, I'm in. Tell me what happens next.
You should take some time to get settled in. Introduce yourself to everyone. Some of our members aren't here, but you'll meet them soon. Come find me when you're ready. You and I are going to be doing some traveling together. Get your feet wet. And here, I think you've earned something for bringing the artifact to us. In addition to credits, why don't we set you up with a backpack with some boost capability? You'll need it out in the field anyway. Just mind your head.
Right. 8 grand? Nice. Ooh, level 3! Leveling up. Well, let's hope I don't waste this level. I don't feel like I wasted it. I mean, I have pistol certification. But let's Let's see what else we got. I didn't even look at the other ones. So boxing, not yet. Fit. 10% more oxygen available. That's nice. Stealth. Stealth meter. Okay. Oh, weightlifting for carrying capacity. I am a space hoarder now. Wellness. Ooh, maximum like 10%. Okay. Social, we've got commerce. 5% less, 12%. That's kind of a good idea. Astronomy. I like to cook. And persuasion. There's a chance of success. Oh yeah, I did end up having to kill someone because I couldn't persuade them. Theft. Oh, it's okay. Those are locked. And then we've got ballistics. Centuries of conflict have proven that when it comes to threat elimination, few things stack up to the reliable power of high-speed projectiles. So is that like rifles or no? Heavy weapons. Gas station. There's rifle there. Shotgun. Try something else. So you got astrodynamics. Advanced technology is one thing, but it takes skill, patience, and a little bit of love to coax even more capability out of the ship's grav drive. Geology. I do like scavenging. Newly discovered minerals mined from alien planets and moons have directly led to some incredible technological advancements. Medicine. Only through advanced. Okay. Research methods. 10% down. I have surveying. And then we got tech. So, ballistic weapon systems. While there have been significant advancements in shipborne weaponry, sometimes the simplest tool is the most effective. So it gives you 10% damage, 20% less to use, cost 20% less to use in targeting mode. Boost track. Okay, you can now utilize it. Specialized training and innovations in personal mobility systems have allowed for the unfettered exploration on alien. Did they say they just gave me one? Oh, piloting. As more people journey into space, the number of those certified to effectively pilot various types of spacecraft has increased dramatically. Security. Ooh. Advanced locks. While this standard digital locking mechanism is known for its security, any code can be broken with proper training. And then targeting control systems. Missile weapons are favored because they can lock onto an enemy ship, but an intimate knowledge of tracking systems can make them be more effective. Okay, that's what you need to be able to steal a ship, to take out its engines. But first, I think we should go to the basics. Yeah, I need all the help I can get with my piloting. Let's do this. Let's look at it. Yeah, flying a ship, you kind of want a pilot's license. It just feels right. Destroy 5 ships. I do like the different progress sections. Okay.
Can I help?
Alright, well we gotta talk to everybody else first.
We've always considered ourselves explorers, but this really is uncharted territory, isn't it?
Yes, Noelle, let's speak further.
That was intense, wasn't it? The artifacts, I mean. Sorry, this must all be a little overwhelming for you right now. I guess a lot overwhelming, now that I think about it. I'm Noelle. It's really nice to meet you. And thank you for bringing the artifact to us.
You seem to know a lot about these artifacts.
Oh, gosh. No, I mean, that's flattering, but really, we're making this up as we go. Until you arrived, we only had the 2, and the vaguest sense that there was something more at work. There's still so much we don't know, and that means a lot of work ahead of us.
I was wondering about other types of exploration work besides the artifacts. Sure.
Of course. There's plenty of planets out there that no one has ever set foot on, and everything we learn about them is valuable. We have a board where we post anything specific we're looking for. A type of alien flora or fauna, or a planet with a specific quality, like if it's primed to have life but doesn't yet.
you think it was? What do you think that was?
Oh, right, that. If we're approaching this rationally, I suppose we'd call them visual and auditory hallucinations.
Fair.
What you perceived as lights and music could be overloaded neural input, your brain's attempt to make sense of something. An energy surge, some other phenomenon.
Barrett saw something too? Oh, wait. This wasn't random. Which way am I to go? Whatever I saw in her... No, this wasn't random. No, I want to see Barrett. Barrett saw something too?
He did. At the time, well, it's Barrett. We weren't sure if he was kidding around. Clearly, he wasn't.
This wasn't random synapses firing. It means something.
Sure, I'm not trying to suggest otherwise. I wasn't there when it happened. I'm just thinking it through. It's okay. Now that this has happened to both you and Barrett, we can know to maybe expect it in the future. Be a little more prepared. We're all in this together now, right?
How long have you been working on all this?
Well, Constellation's been around forever, more than 50 years now. But we only became aware of the artifacts recently. Barrett discovered the first one about 2 years ago, right under our noses. And he was the one who got this all in motion. It's a shame he isn't here to see this.
Let me know how I can help you more. Oh, let me know how I can help you learn more.
Well, right now nothing's off the table. Metallurgical analysis, chemical composition. I'm looking at everything. One thing I'm really trying to improve is my overall database of xenobiology. I don't know if it will help in this case, but the more we know about, well, everything, the better off we are, right? Speaking of, if you're gonna be out there looking for more artifacts, you're bound to come across some interesting specimens. Anything organic, I'd be happy to take it off your hands.
Organic stuff, got it.
There's a galaxy chock full of resources. The more data I have, the more thorough an analysis I can do. And if it sweetens the deal, I can pay. Pretty well, too. Walter's pockets may not be bottomless, but they are pretty deep.
Sarah's... Oh, do I? I've got some organic resources for you. See? It pays to hoard.
Okay, let's take a look.
Yeah, let's take a look. Oh, they can be used in crafting. Also crafting. Crafting. Oh. Well, these all can be used in crafting. Let me try to give her... Oh, they can sell them. But I want to use them. I'm not gonna do it. I gotta start crafting. Never mind. Sarah said something about a place for me to stay.
Planning on sticking around then? Good.
Yeah.
I think we can find a spot for you. And along the way, I can give you the very abbreviated tour.
Makeup. Okay. Oh, we're good. This is my gal.
Have you talked to Vladimir recently? Face to face, I mean?
Haven't gone up there recently. Is everything okay?
Oh, I just don't know how he does it. Up there all alone for so long.
Some people love that kind of space. Pun intended.
Feel free to help yourself at the bar. I don't drink, but I feel like if I did, now would be a good time for one.
Okay. Am I supposed to follow you, Noelle? Are we not? Okay. Maybe I should go get a drink. I've got to check this place out, right? Fancy compass.
You mind putting your signature on some documents? The money-related kind.
Never ends, does it? Dare I ask what I'm paying for now?
Progress requires funding, I'm afraid. And we're making good progress these days.
Sometimes I think you only keep me around because I pay for everything.
You don't fool me for a moment, Walter. You love it and you know it.
I've occasionally had my doubts about Constellation as an investment. But now, well, it's clearly money well spent.
I feel like I've been waiting my whole life for this. Constellation, the artifacts. That doesn't sound crazy, does it?
Let's talk about it.
Are you doing okay? I'm not sure anyone really asked yet. Don't want you to think we're focused on the artifacts and nothing else. You matter too. You've done something really significant bringing that artifact here. I'm Mateo, theological scholar by trade, but now, well, an explorer like you. It's really good to have you with us.
What brought you to Constellation?
Well, there was some overlap in interests. I'd spent years searching for religious relics from human history. I had made a really incredible discovery, only to lose it to a greedy corporation. So I tried to steal it back. In the process, I met Walter. Turned out he owned the corporation. After a long talk, we realized we had a lot in common, and I was invited to join Constellation.
What do you think of the vision I saw?
I'm not gonna lie, I really wish I could have seen this for myself. It's hard to judge otherwise. Both you and Barrett saw something. I don't think that's a coincidence. Did it feel like it was trying to tell you something? I don't want to necessarily use the words divine revelation, but, you know, if the label fits.
You think it was a religious experience? Do you think this was?
Not necessarily, no, but it does kind of have the hallmarks of one, doesn't it? I'm certainly not going to rule it out just yet.
All I know is I've never experienced anything like it.
That sure lines up with everything else about these artifacts. It's all connected. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. We just need more data, which means more artifacts.
These artifacts all came out of caves?
Second one was on Kazal, buried the same as the one you found.
But the first one, right under our noses for years, sitting in storage, masquerading as an oversized paperweight. Can you imagine potentially the greatest discovery in human history collecting dust?
Interesting. Interesting. Oh, we tapped him out.
Take care of yourself.
You too. Gotta talk to the money guy. I'm gonna sit next to
Well, I suppose that station in orbit has more than paid for itself at this point. Well, I suppose calling you a rock breaker may have been a bit out of line.
I've been called worse.
Still doesn't excuse it. My frustrations lie more with Barrett. Not the first time his shenanigans have jeopardized one of our ventures. Not fair of me to take it out on you, especially since it would seem he made the right call this time. So, let's start over, shall we? Walter Stroud, CEO of Stroud Eklund, member of Constellation, and oft-times grumpy old man. Welcome aboard.
Glad to be here.
By the way, in addition to a place to stay, the Lodge has a wealth of modification and research equipment. Spacesuit customization, pharmaceutical manufacturing, testing alien substances, the whole thing. You can even fashion industrial pieces for large-scale projects, if you don't mind extracting a few raw resources from a nearby planet, that is. I'm a fan of self-reliance, so I encourage you to make use of the tools we have to build what you need.
Ah. That is awesome. Cool. Okay. What kind of company is Stroud Eklund?
We're most well known for ship manufacture. No expense spared. If you want the best and can afford it, you choose Stroud Eklund. Unfortunately, our success means you'll sometimes see Stroud Eklund ship modules on less than reputable vessels. They covet them. The bastards. I've tried to convince the United Colonies we can help in that regard, but they're married to Deimos Star Yards, and those old salts are stuck in the glory days.
What's your role in Constellation?
Me? Why, I'm the wallet. Someone has to fund all this, and all my success in business doesn't mean much if I can't put it to good use. I don't pretend to have the daring of Ms. Morgan, or the smarts of young Mateo, but I can make sure that they have the resources they need. And, as you've now seen, those resources aren't being wasted. We're onto something big here.
Do you think the vision I had means anything?
Up until very recently, I'd likely have dismissed it as, I don't know, hallucinations. But now, I'm not sure what to think. I don't suppose you have a history of this sort of thing, do you?
Only when I drop acid. I've never seen anything like that in my life.
Yes, I imagined as much. Barrett expressed something similar, in his own unique way. I'm no scientist. I leave that to the likes of Barrett and young Noel there. But I think we can all agree there's something unusual going on here. Frankly, this is the most exciting thing that's happened in years.
This isn't where I'd expect to find a CEO.
Funny thing about companies, you build one sturdy enough, it doesn't need you there all the time to prop it up. Stroud Eklund functions quite well on a day-to-day basis, leaving me time to devote to more esoteric pursuits. For years, I was captivated by the writings of Constellation's founder, Sebastian Banks. I finally decided to do something more than admire from a distance, and so now, I call the Lodge home, as much as anywhere else.
Cool.
Remember, you're representing all of us out there.
Thanks, Walter.
Well,
Just reminded me of Fringe. Dr. Walter Bishop. What was that open bar they talked about?
I wasn't born yesterday.
I mean, just Constellation. Ooh. Yes. Permitting ready to do it by 5%. Is that a bar? Where's the? Oh.
I'm listening.
Noelle, aren't I supposed to follow you, girl? What do we got? Sarah wants to go on my first mission. Craft. Trome. Oh, completed that. Oh, that's the line. Just check. Getting used to the UI. Alright, well let's talk to Sarah. And then I'll find my room.
So, are you ready to get to work? Or was there something else?
Oh wait, no wait.
Walter, I hope I'm not overstepping here, but
Let's
you
talk
sure
to her
spend
first.
a lot of time on Constellation business. Doesn't Issa miss you?
No, let me hear
That is
that
a rather
conversation.
personal question, but I'll indulge it. I have been informed
Oh, boy.
that when I am, I remain
Bye.
which renders me cantankerous. My darling Issa has concluded that it is in both of our best interests if I can spend my time working from the Lodge as often as possible.
Huh. Well, if it works for you. It's been quieter around here ever since Vladimir went to live on the Eye full time.
Okay, were you gonna show me? Hey, no
I hope Barrett makes it back to us. I know he gets into trouble all the time, and everyone just sort of accepts he'll be fine, but still. Stay safe, okay?
Where's my little apartment? Is my apartment over here?
I am at your service, Captain.
Thank you. Let's see if I can get back up into these rooms now. Nope, still locked. Do I have a lock? Oh! Oh, this is fun. Which one's my room? Do I know which room's my room? I shouldn't steal that, should I? Look at all those credit discs. Doesn't say it's stealing. They're just sitting right there. Oops, they ended up in my pocket. They're gonna want me to be well funded, right? Border Constellation. 2283. The following is an excerpt from a 2283 SSNN news report about Constellation's near collapse. And although Constellation's relevance has been a subject of much debate among the New Atlantis intelligentsia, the disappearance of founder Sebastian Banks was a blow most felt the organization couldn't survive. In fact, Constellation's disbanding seemed imminent until member Chloe Bao changed her vote in the 11th hour, thus ensuring the group's continued operation, at least for the time being, as well as her unexpected appointment to the position of chair. Okay, we haven't met her yet. See, if it had said it was stealing, I wouldn't. Ooh. The following is an excerpt of Constellation founder Sebastian Banks' stirring 2,276 speech to United Colonies leadership about importance of continued space exploration. I think I didn't see the Fallout 76 reference there. That is why, my esteemed peers, I beseech you, do not forego the dreams of humanity only to plunge civilization into an endless nightmare. The settled systems stands once more on the brink of war. And for what? A dispute over space? The cosmos is infinite, and yet, like our earthbound ancestors, we have become selfishly obsessed over what we call ours. At our core, are we a race of conquerors, of warriors? No, my friends. If nothing else, humans are explorers. So let us continue exploring. Now is the time to venture beyond the imagined borders of the settled systems and fulfill the dreams of humanity. For if we continue down this path, funding only war and not exploration, I fear there will be no one left to remember why we fought in the first place. It was a good speech. I mean, it's well written. It's a well-written speech. Is this about to say? Oh, it's owned. Yep, I am in someone's room. Stealing their credits. Whoa, this is a big... Could really use someone telling me where my room was. Oh, but I do like getting into everybody's business. Report to Clark Lewis. We're doing a lore dump. It's a lore dump night. I breached the hull at approximately 1348 Sol time. Sol. Report the Clark Lewis. Okay, Sol time. As expected, all internal systems were offline. Emergency power had ceased to function years earlier, so I was navigating the ship in 0G. Again, I expected that. Almost immediately, I started seeing the bodies. They were everywhere. The crew, the settlers, all of them, drifting throughout the ship. What surprised me were the obvious variations in the causes of death. Those not in suits were frozen and fairly well preserved, and I imagine some of them actually asphyxiated. Others were emaciated, as if they had starved prior to death and freezing. Others had substantial wounding, gunshots, stab wounds. I even found an arm floating amongst the debris, but not the owner of said arm. It was when I got to the engine room that things finally started to make sense. Due to my approach, I hadn't noticed it from the outside, but half of the compartment was actually gone, completely destroyed. The helium-3 tanks had ruptured, somehow. Sabotage? Faulty equipment? Wasn't clear. But the reactor was gone, blown into space. No helium-3 meant no jumping. No reactor meant no engines, no thrusters. That meant the Clark Lewis was dead in space forever. A few personal logs I discovered only confirmed what I then assumed. Life on the Clark Lewis devolved over the course of the next few years. Some people starved to death, others resorted to violence and even murder. There were even some compelling, though unsubstantiated, evidence indicating cannibalism. For the settled systems at large, the disappearance of the Clark Lewis is a topic of urban legend, like Bigfoot or the Roanoke colony? Roanoke? Part of the myth held that the ship had made it to some Eden-like planet where the settlers had established a kind of utopia. It's a hell of a thing knowing something an entire galaxy does not. Holding on to the truth so terrible you're not even sure it should see the light of day. Chloe Bao's extensive 2282 report on the destruction of the Clark Lewis colony ship, which was reported lost in the year 2257, was the subject of much contention within Constellation. At a time when space exploration was already on the decline, Sebastian Banks feared that the horrifying story of the Clark Lewis and its crew would prevent people from venturing out into the dangerous unknowns of space. Wow. That was cool. Nope, not my room. What does the mind be just cruising through? Alright, we got another diary. Okay, I'm just gonna take it. Asia Mamasa's, hope I'm saying that right, diary. Seems like just yesterday I was pulled into this exciting new organization, Constellation. We would push the boundaries of human knowledge and experience by exploring farther into space than anyone had before. For all into the Starfield. God, I was so young. We all were. But I was the youngest of us all. Now here we are on the brink of disaster. The colony war may be over, but the settled systems seems to just be waiting for the next one. Exploration is now, at best, quaint. At worst, irrelevant. Fortunately, and it was no small feat, I've managed to put together a list of potential new members. They are Irvin Mandani, young biologist and physician from the Freestar Collective; Barrett, promising young physicist from the UC, a colorful character to say the least; Alice Campbell, woman of action and pilot, claims to have flown every type of ship at least once; Russell Luther, astronomer and former Freestar Collective military, argumentative but effective. Vizola Chen, philosopher, historian, specializes in humanity's early days of space exploration; Jintoa Min, dedicated to finding truth among the stars. Neon hitman rumors are troubling. With any luck, this new blood will be just what Constellation needs to keep going. Maybe. Hopefully. From the personal diary of Asia Mamasa, former Constellation share. We're getting the down low on the place. Oh, there's the bar. Cooking station. Double some crafting. Alien sandwich. I'm so glad I didn't eat that bread. It's like, bread can be used for stuff. I know this. Oh, well, that's... I need to go find some stuff. Taps work? These taps work? Come on. Really? Oh, the beer in the juice box has been one of my favorite visuals. Okay, so not really filling up the bar. I can't interact with any of these. Okay, just for show, just for show. Oh. Everything's interesting. Okay. Okay, checks out. Checks out. That was it. Oh, this is my room. I mean, I feel like I haven't slept since this all started, other than unless you count going unconscious. Those are cool. That's cool. Chronomark watch case. This one. There's a succulent. This one's a watch case. So do a quick inventory check. Well, first, okay, not equipped. I don't want to equip an item right now. I mean, a gun. Why do I have two of them? Oh, constellation pack. Oh, yeah, there we go. You ran out of O2. I think I'm okay. Yeah, let's see what the other outfits look like. Not the lab. Not the utility. Let's do a little jumpsuit. Got a lot of notes. Oh, why is there this? What is that? What's that? Does it mean we read it? Oh, I think so. Well, that's good. Well, let's double check that that's the thing.
You know the drill, Vasco.
We've heard
Protocol
this.
Indigo means no deviations, no distractions, no dalliances, in short, no fun. Unless, as strictly defined by Sarah, said deviations, distractions, and dalliances are completely necessary in getting this fine vessel, the Discovery-class Starship Frontier, back home in one piece. I guess I'm still technically borrowing it from Constellation,
Alright, we've heard it.
even if I have no intention of actually giving it back.
Then we get the resources, all that stuff, and then miscellaneous. Oh, lodge key. There we go. Yeah, watch case. What's this? Oh, you can't. Oh, I should leave it there then. Drop it. 'Cause I'm gonna always have my watch on, right? Oh, here we go. It's for when you sleep. Can I move it? Nope, that just makes my fist come out. You know what? It's just gonna stay right there then. Put those guns away. I'm just gonna take a little nap. Oh. Oh, here we go. Let me be good about this. Take you and I put you in here. Transfer. Okay, inventory. Wrong button. An O or a Q? Oh, it's a Q. Well-oiled machine. Well, let's see. Stuff I don't want to. Oh, darn it! Didn't give me the. Just keep. Oh, keeping all that. I gotta remember not to double click on this because it doesn't need it. Constellation guide. Yeah, this stuff is all on the diary. Oh, and his slates. Oh, those were crazy. Emergency. Try to stay on top of these of what I've already read. I know. Hope you find inventory soothing. Got a ton of stuff. Got some stuff to sell. And transition back. There we go. Great. We're gonna get a little siesta. Oh. For how long? Like 8 hours? hours. Just get a solid 8. We really have not slept. And I have a suspicion it'll be interesting if they're not in that common room as is. That's all thing. I feel well rested. Good. Quick bathroom break, and then I'll come back and we'll keep going. That was graceful. That was one of my